You know I.S.U.P.K. Baltimore.
I.S.U.P.K. Baltimore.
We live.
Bro.
We good? We up?
We up.
Oh, snaps. Live. My bad. I ain't know. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the cue. Hey, check it out, man. It's the I.S.U.P.K. So the 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under commanding General Yahanna. You understand? We got classes Monday through Saturday. Monday through Friday, we got classes from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. here on Eastern Avenue in Baltimore. So if you're on this Baltimore channel, we in Baltimore live. We got the building locked down. You understand? 3428 Eastern Avenue. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. You understand? Tomorrow, every Saturday, we here at 10 a.m. Okay? We here at 10 a.m. to noon. Okay? We here at 10 a.m. to noon. What's what? What's what? Don't worry about it. We good. We here at 10 a.m. to noon every Saturday. To do the Sabbath service, so come through. So today I'm filling in for Officer Gabar Duck. You understand? He went a little behind. You know, the white man's the devil, jamming everybody up. But today, you know, it's the Hebrew English class, the Lasha one for Dash. You understand? So we got Officer Kawan Palak in the building, myself in the building. We're gonna hold it down until the Akim come through. You did. Let me know if everybody can hear me okay online. Just give me a 1 on the YouTube or give me a 1 on the Facebook, either or, all right? We're gonna get this thing rolling, all right? Just bear with me, all right? Let me pull this up. Try this out. Pull up the Facebook, see if anybody online on Facebook. If y'all can hear me well, just give me a 1, leave a comment so we can get this thing rocking. And I want some participation out there too. You know what I'm saying?
Move over a little bit.
You know, move over a little bit? No sweat.
So I can get the screen.
Hold on. Hold on. And Officer Kawan Palak was so gracious, so generous enough as he is. We right on the goddamn screen. I'm not hit with the tech, but I'm gonna do what I can on this one. You understand? Okay. Let me shot one time. One time, brother. One that stepped up in the building. No doubt. We rocking it out, local bar.
Come on, concern.
You just gotta roll. You all right? You look like you just took a get some water. Get a bottle of water or something, real quick.
You know he don't be late. You know he.
I know.
Right.
No sweat. Hey, take a breather, get a bottle of water or something, all right? I think we got some water in the fridge here. If there's no water in this fridge, check the other fridge, all right?
Come on, concern. We put them on sign price.
No doubt. And let me get an alphabet sheet, all right?
Come on.
Anyway, let me get an alphabet sheet. Anybody online need an alphabet sheet, just email the school, I.S.U.P.K. Be more, what is it? What's the email? The Baltimore?
I.S.U.P.K. Be more.
I.S.U.P.K. Be more at gmail.com. Send us an email, we'll get it to you. Just email me a Hebrew alphabet sheet, and then I'll email that to you. All right, let's go. The water out. Can they see this right here? Get this on cam. You want to get you a Hebrew alphabet sheet of 75 jokes. Can I see that on there? No, they can't.
Nah.
They can't see it. It's all good. That's why you gotta get your own. Okay? Turn that, turn that down, G. I mean, what's up? No, check it out though. The Hebrew alphabet sheet is going to give you the ancient Hebrew and it's going to give you the Assyrian Hebrew. And it's going to give you the way to pronunciate it in the proper form. You understand? Cats out here, they going to the white man thinking they learning Hebrew, but the whole time they learning Yiddish. Whole time they learning Yiddish. And here we speak the Lashon Kodash, we did. The holy tongue, the real Hebrew, you understand? You understand? I don't know all the U's in the old, right, bar. They talking all that U in the old and all that garbage.
Exactly.
And the white man's culture. That ain't Hebrew. That's Yiddish.
Exactly. I got something to tell today.
Write something. Let me see if it come up.
So we're gonna get a little bit. I'm gonna put a little bit of ancient on here though. Where my pen at? I ain't really hit to this, so bear with me. Bearwithme.com here. Where we at? Go on, hold up.
What you do?
What I gotta put? It ain't doing what I wanted to do. See, I told you I ain't hit this. Hold up. I gotta hit that or something.
Nah,
That.
I don't think so.
I ain't hit it. Give me we got a tech in here. Hold up. Come on with it. Go ahead. Make sure you got that Hebrew alphabet sheet. Go ahead. You got a cup? Cup right there. Click that off. Preview. Oh, my bad. Okay, here we go. We live now. We good. I got it now. Bet. We got a tech in the building .com here. Hey, did you check out? Did you see the new joint? What? Easy, yo.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, sir, these Yiddish cats are these.
I did it again.
Click review at the top.
These the old cats.
Review at the top. The tab. Review.
Why I keep going?
And click the writing pad at the end of the red.
How I keep these buttons? I can't push no button.
No, you must put your hand on it or something.
I ain't gonna touch nothing. Okay, well, it's ugly, but that's an up. I'm trying to get, hold up. Come on, laughing at me, all right. You understand? Damn, my bad. You know, all it is, look, I ain't hit to the tech yet, yeah. I mean, you can't, I ain't hit. But you want to take it over on the hand, right? Hold it.
You should make it darker and thicker. Darker and thicker.
No, check it out though. Get your Hebrew alphabet sheet out. You did. I think that's clear enough out there. You backed up. You said that wasn't Chris. Bar said that wasn't Chris. Hold up. Give me a second. I'll go ahead.
Y'all just might need to practice on it.
But like you was discussing before I got here, there's a lot of cats out there that's from these other schools that stemmed out from I.S.U.P.K. that use the Yiddish instead of the Lashwan Kodash, which is the pure language of the Hebrews, according to Zephaniah 3 and 9. And in the Hebrew, these are the rules. There are no J's, E's, O's, U's, or V's in the Hebrew. Only two vowels is the long A and the short I. So once again, there are no J's, E's, O's, U's, or V's in the Hebrew. So what the captain was doing, it's a dab. It's my stepdad, but it's a dab. That letter right there, that looks like a triangle, that's from the ancient Hebrew, and that triangle is the letter God. So as before, we're going to the first letter of the alphabet, the ancient. We'll give you the ancient and the Assyrian. That's messed up. And then we got.
Just erase it. So.
You got Ba. You got God. And you got Da. So that's the Assyrian. Ba, Ga, and Da. You always read from right to left. Then I messed up that. That's the first one is in the ancient, which is a I. The third, fourth, and the third, second, third, and fourth letter is in the Assyrian, which is Ba, Ga, and Da. That look like an X is the actual I in the Assyrian. So the first one, you got I in the ancient, and down bottom you got I in the Assyrian. Then up there, up top, you got Ba, Ga, and then Da. So now we get ready to go to Ha in the ancient and in the Assyrian. So first we want to do the Ha in the ancient.
Hello. Hello.
That's Ha in the ancient. And this is Ha in the Assyrian on bottom. So you got Ha up top and Ha down bottom. The top is ancient, the bottom is, the top is ancient, the bottom is Assyrian. So that's the letter Ha, H-A. So now we want to get Y in the ancient, and then Y in the Assyrian. So now you got Y in the ancient, and now we get ready to get Y in the Assyrian. There's Y in the Assyrian. So Y up top in the ancient, and Y down bottom in the Assyrian. Now we want to get the Zah in the ancient, and then the Zah in the Assyrian.
We don't like that.
Zah in the ancient, and down bottom, Zah in the Assyrian. So right now, those three letters at the top is in the ancient, and the three down bottom is in the Assyrian. So we got Ha, Y, and Zah in the ancient, and Ha, Y, and Zah in the Assyrian. Now, we on Ka. So this Ka is not the softer Ka that's in the Hebrew. This Ka is the guttural sounding Ka in the Hebrew, which is the C-H-A-A. And it looks like a ladder, which is Ka. It's a messed up ladder, but it's a ladder. Ka. Ka. That guttural sound. That guttural sound in the back of your throat, that Ka.
Look like a gem,
Come on. So at the bottom of that, we're going to write the Ka, the guttural sound for Ka, C-H-A-A, in the Assyrian.
Follow along in your Hebrew sheet, in your Hebrew chart, you did.
They work.
It look like the it's almost look like the sound for pie. If you into signs. So you got Ka in the ancient up top and Ka in the Assyrian down bottom. Now we get ready to get to the letter Ta, T-A, in the ancient and the Assyrian. First in the ancient. It's Ta in the ancient up top. Then you got Ta down bottom. The top Ta, T-A, it looks like the sign of the X-Men, but we ain't no Christians. And you got it.
And guess what? FYI, they try to base all that X-Men. Side note, a lot of that X-Men stuff is really talking about the Israelites. A lot of the movie-based things are really based off the Bible. Really plagiarism.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's me.
Just like the Quran 2:47 plagiarized out of the Bible, which is from Deuteronomy 7:6, which the Quran stole it from. So back to Hebrew. So now we got Ka and Ta in the ancient, and down bottom Ka and Ta in the Assyrian.
No, write this too. Right, the better. This is how you get better at your Hebrew. You gotta speak it. You gotta write it. You gotta say it. Just like you did when you learned your alphabet. You wrote that joint down, you said it out loud, and what else? You ready?
You ready? Kept on reciting it until you got it.
Exactly, boy.
They say
Write what you seeing down and write what you see on your Hebrew alphabet sheet, and you're gonna get nice. You're gonna start following along in the Sabbath service class. You're gonna start recognizing characters. Exactly. You're gonna start recognizing endings and beginnings of certain words. This is where it starts. It starts with the Hebrew alphabet. It starts with the basics. And you get from there, you get more advanced in the Hebrew. Everybody understand? Right? You know.
Exactly. It takes some time to get it and master it, but like they say, practice makes perfect. In order to get something and to learn something, you have to recite it over in your mind, then visualize it, write it down, then write what it means in order to get the full understanding of it. Because that's the only way you're going to learn the Hebrew, is that you keep on writing it, visualizing it, putting it down on paper, and making sure that that's that according to the paper. If not, you're not going to be able to learn it like you should. So the next one, the next letter in that ancient and Assyrian is
go to the keyboard and go to review up top. To review.
okay, gotcha.
Go there, and then go all the way to your right, and it says start inking. There you go. Now you should be good to go now.
Gotcha. So now we get to the letter Yah in the Hebrew. Yah, Y-A, Yah. Like in the first letter of the Most High and Christ's name, Yah. First, we're going to go into the ancient. Yah. Now we're going to go into the Assyrian. Which is Yah. You got Yah up top in the Assyrian, in the ancient, and Yah down bottom in the Assyrian. So that letter is Yah in the Hebrew alphabet. So we done went over A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ha, Ta, Yah. So now we have Yah. So now we get ready go into Ka, the softer sounding Ka in the Hebrew. Not the C-H-A-A, but the K-A. It should look like this. That's Ka. And the ancient. And Ka in the Assyrian. And that will be K-A. The softer sounding Ka. So now on the screen now, we have Yah and Ka. Yah and Ka. Follow along on your sheet, follow along on the screen. So now, putting it together again is A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka. That guttural sounding Ka. Ta, Ya, Ka. So now we get ready to go into the Hebrew letters La and Ma. So we get ready to go into La and Ma. So first in the ancient, it looked like an L. So now, that's what I get. So
Go ahead. Go ahead.
okay. So now we get ready to go into the La, which is the Assyrian. So we got La up top and La down bottom, which is L-A, La. So we get ready to go into the Ma in the Hebrew, which is M-A. Like you said, Mayaka'ala or Mashak. So we get ready to go into the letter Ma in the Hebrew. Follow along on your sheet if you can. First, we go on into the ancient Hebrew, which is Ma. And this Ma right here, that almost look like a M itself, is the first Ma in the Assyrian. Because this right here will actually be the ending of Ma, which look like a box. That will be on the ending. Like if you would say Shabbat Shemayim, the Ma will actually be looking like a box because it's at the end. Which Yam, the word Y-A-M, makes it plural. Like if you're saying Akiyam, you're not just saying Ak, which is one brother, but you're saying Akiyam. Which is the letter Ma is M-A. So now we got La and Ma. No, bear with me. I know it's a little messed up, but hey, we're gonna get through this. And you know, the day I had went ahead, I was on a bus making it to class, hoping that I wasn't late. And this cat came out of nowhere trying to tell me how the Hebrew is, but he was speaking Yiddish. Yiddish is a bastardized language, Slavic languages, made up of Russian and German meshed together to make Yiddish, which is not Hebrew. That is not the Lashon Kodash. Yiddish has J's, E's, O's, U's, and V's in it. Lashon Kodash, the more letters that you see in that will be the A and or the I. You would not get J, E, O, U, or V in the Hebrew. Only Yiddish and German languages and Slavic languages have that J, E, O, U, or V. So that's Ma. So now we get ready to go into the letter Na, which is N-A. We ain't talking about no Il-Na-Na, but we're talking about Na in the Hebrew. First we go into the ancient. Which is Na. Now we're going into the Assyrian. Which is N-A. Na. Find it on your chart, match it up with what's on the screen and what's on your paper. That's how you're going to get very well introduced into the Hebrew, is that you practice, is that you study. You don't have to try to do the whole alphabet, but try to practice at least about 3 or 4 characters a night. that way that you get good. And when we do the Sabbath service, you can follow along, because actually you put the letters together to know that the word that we're speaking, or the words that are being spoken in the prayers, in the Sabbath service, or you want to talk to a brother in Hebrew, especially like the greetings, because all the ancient and the Assyrian is doing is basically making the holy tongue visible to another brother, as far as you greeting them, doing the prayers and everything. This is our language. And the reason why we don't know this is our language because of Jeremiah 17:4. It says, we shall be discontinued from our heritage. Our heritage and our focal point is our language, which the so-called white man has our empire, or the so-called Jewish white man has stole. And Jewish, where ISH means one you're trying to pertain to, but are not a fake, a fraud, a facsimile, trying to be, but is not. They know they're not the real Jews. That's why they call themselves Ish. And what they do is speak Yiddish. So that's how you remember that the so-called white man is not a Jew. Also, Revelation 2:9 and 3:9. That say, them will say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Let me get back to the Hebrew.
Go ahead.
You know I love teaching.
Good.
So that's the Hebrew, that's the ancient and the Assyrian letter for Na in the Hebrew. So the next letter is Sa, S-A, Sa. That's Sa. So that's in the ancient. So this is Sa in the Assyrian. So now you got at the top, that's by Na, the S-A in the ancient up top, and below it, with the O that look like it got a little curve in it, is Sa. So look at your paper, look at the screen, and yourself, or you try to write it. All right. So now we got A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, the guttural Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, Wa, Ma, Na, Sa. So we already up to Sa. So now we get ready to get into the ancient Hebrew with the rest of the letters, which is Pa. It's the next one. Pa. So that's Pa in the ancient. This is a lot usually back there on the table. Let me do that Assyrian Pa over again, and that is PA. Like you saying pop, like Pa as in papa, or pop, or paper is PA. So that Pa up top is the ancient, and that Pa down bottom of it is the Assyrian. So you have Pa, P-A, Pa. So now we got A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Pa, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, which is the next one. I mean, yeah, I, Pa, Tazah is the next one. And this is Tazah. That is Tazah in the ancient. Now Tazah. Which is actually T-A-Z-A. Tazah as in like Tazariah. So it's T-A-Z-A. Tazah. So look on your paper, look on the screen, get familiar with it, practice it, write it. That's the only way you're going to get better. So after that is Kwa, which is QA, as in Kwabalama, Kwashah. So QA is the next letter in the Hebrew. And it looks like Kwa. That almost looks like a little umbrella. Kwa, or like a mushroom. So that's Kwa up top in the ancient. So now you're going to get Kwa in the Hebrew. And I mean in the Assyrian. And that would be Q-A. Kwa. Slap. Shalom. So now we got Kwa in the ancient up top and Kwa down bottom in the Assyrian. So, I mean, since brothers and sisters are arriving, do anybody have any questions or they need to go over something? Any kind of questions? I've been in battle today, so I'm very straightforward and heated. So that's the perfect time. So going back to the Hebrew, we had Kwa. So there's only 3 more letters left in the Hebrew, and then we're going to go to the endings in the Hebrew. Like when you see like Ka, Ma, Na, Pa, and Tazah at the endings. We're going to go to that as we get these 3 more letters done. So what I'm going to do? Huh?
Is it Kaza or is it Kaza?
You mean as far as it's Ka?
Kaza.
Yeah, Ka is a guttural sound, like in the back of your throat, Ka. And then you got Tazah, which is a whole nother letter by itself.
Yeah, I'm saying that.
Yeah,
Kaza.
Tazah.
Oh, Kaza.
Hey, no problem, sis. It's Tazah is T-A-Z-A. I'm not to write it again if you need me to.
Oh, I know how to.
Oh, come, most high Christ. See, that's how you get good, by practicing. I done read the alphabet so many times. I'll sit there and just write it out, both ancient and Assyrian. So the next letter is Ra, and we're not talking about no the Matazarium, we're not talking about anything Matazarium or Egyptian. Not that Ra. We talk about the actual letter Ra in the Hebrew, R-A. So this is R-A or Ra in the Hebrew. So you got Qua right there, the ancient in the Assyrian, and then you got Ra that looks like a little flag, the ancient up top, the Assyrian at the bottom. Look at your paper and you can match it up. Because everybody had their own different type of writing and style. So, you know, mine a little messed up on here. I do better on different paper, but, you know, work with me, bear with me. You know, Baba Kushal, which means please in Hebrew. So now we got Qua and Ra. So only 2 letters left, and then we'll work on the endings. So you got, the next one will be Shah, the word Shah, as in Shalom or Shalama, which is Hebrew for Solomon. So this is, so we got Shah, which looks like a W, and that's in the ancient. And we got this kind of Shah, and then Syrian. So that's Shah, this is S-H-A. As in Shalom, Shemayim, and Sham. So it's S-H-A. Look at it on your paper, look at it on the screen. Your type of writing might be different, but if we're practicing, it'll turn out the same no matter where it's written. It's S-H-A. And like I said, the rules for the Lashon Kodash, according to Zephaniah 3:9, for the Most High will turn his people into a pure language, which means there's no J's, there's no E's, there's no O's, there's no U's or V's in the Hebrew. So anybody trying to give you Hebrew with a J, E, O, U, or V in it, that is Yish, which is BS, which is very BS.
It ain't the real Hebrew.
Exactly.
All that Yehuda garbage, it ain't real. It's the white man. Stop following the white man. You keep following the white man, you're going to end up doing something you ain't supposed to be doing.
Exactly.
You're already speaking something you ain't supposed to be speaking. So like you can bar up.
You telling the truth, sir. Following the white man has got us into a lot of trouble. That's why we should listen to the teachers that the Most High have provided for. The Most High said He will give you teachers according to His part, which means which means the Most High mindset, which means the teachers of the I.S.U.P.K. ever since 1969 has been the authentic teachers for our people. Those other so-called other Israelite groups that we are not affiliated with, coming out of the woodworks, doing anything, you see what's happening. And you see that the Most High is not with them. The Most High been with us since 1969, and we will continue to keep the law, statute, commandments, and speaking the Lashon Kodash, the holy tongue, without J's, E's, O's, U's, or V's. So you got Shah right there, up top in the ancient, and you got Shah at the bottom in the Assyrian. So now the last letter of the alphabet is Tha, as in Thahawam, which means deep in the Hebrew, or Thumyam, or Than. So we get ready to write the letter Tha in the Hebrew, which is THA.
Yeah, I know, right?
So you got Tha top in the ancient, it look almost like an X. And you got Tha at the bottom that look like Tha. You can I'm getting used to this, so. But you can speak up. You're an officer. Speak up.
That's one thing,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just checking it out, you know.
Well, no doubt, no doubt. That's my second in command right there of the Sabbath service. Matham Shakari. So now you got Shah and then you got Tha. Now we get ready to get to the endings, which will be only in the Assyrian Hebrew, the endings, like you will see Ka, Ma, Na, Pa, and Tazah. So now we get ready to give you the endings, which only ends up in the Assyrian. So that is Ka, K-A. That is Ka. Then we got Ma, that looks like a box. Then you got Na, which looks like a little crook or a shepherd's staff. And then you got Pa, which looks like you're carrying a lantern. And there's P. Then you got Tazah, which is a bigger version blade. I'm getting used to it.
Oh, man. I felt weird. I was using it earlier.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Right, a lot. I tried to cut off that. So you got the Tazah for an ending, which is T-A-Z-A. Tazah. So going from right to left, you got Ka, Ma, Na, Pa, and Tazah, which are the endings on the Assyrian Hebrew. So far, we went over the whole alphabet, which is A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Za, Ra, Ra, Sha, and Tha. And these are the endings to it. Now, bear with me for a second. And as I was going over as I was going over last week, some of the words in the Hebrew alphabet. All this. So, where we start with? So we stop at the word altar, which is mazabak. Mazabak. Like right for you. Which is the altar. Which will be ma. Za. Which will be mazabak. Mazabak. Altar in Hebrew is mazabak. So as I went over it last week, we had the first word, which was abolish. The word abolish, which is hashabiyah, which is abolish, means to do away with, get rid of, to take out, means abolish. Like if somebody was going to abolish a law, they was going to take out that law and put in a new one that would be self-sufficient. But the word is abolish, which is mazabak. Hashabiyah, which is a shabiyah. It would be better if I write it to you. Which means
That tablet thing is the devil. I don't.
huh?
You used to it now?
Just a little bit.
I can't get what.
I know I'm just used to just hearing over paper. But
You just wrote it in the ancient, right? That's not the Syrian.
yeah, that's the ancient, the Shabiyah, which is the Ha, the Shab, the Ba, and the Ya and the Tha connects, which make it a Shab Ya, which is the word for abolish, meaning to do away with, to take out, to get rid of. Does everybody have it? Or any questions or anything?
Any questions online, just type it in the chat. Got any questions on the YouTube, just type it in the chat. Any questions at all?
So for abolish, there was a Shabbat. Now, going back over, we're going to get the word about. Like you're going about your business, you're about your money, or you would say Atazal Shakwali, which means about money. You're about your money, having your money to provide for yourself, to pay your tithes. Numbers 3 and 8, which is my Isupk, a 10th. So the word will be about, which is Atazal. Which will be Atazal. That's Tazah, and La. But the Tazah and La is connected. The only one that has connectors is the ancient Hebrew. It's the ancient. The Syrian does not have connectors. Atazal, which means about. Which means about. Atazal, the ancient up top, which is Tazah and La, and Tazah and La connects, and then you got Tazah and La in the Assyrian, and that doesn't connect. So when you're preparing and getting yourself to be good in the Hebrew, you will find this out, that the Assyrian does not have connectors, but the ancient does. So Atazal means about, like you're about your business. You're about doing the work of the Most High in Christ. You're about that business, like Yahushua was. And when Yahushua come back, he will definitely be about that business, and the heathens will catch it. I love it. So, the next word after about is affliction, like the affliction that we suffered.
The scripture we're in? The scripture we're in?
We're not in any scripture, but we're doing like words of the alphabet now.
Okay.
We're doing words of the alphabet. So this is Atazal, which means about, which is Tazah and La, and this is Tazah and La come together to make the word about, Atazal.
That last letter, what is that?
That's supposed to be a lot, but sometimes this straggles on. But it's Tazah and La. And the Tazah and La comes together to make Atazal.
Use the whole screen if you could.
Come on, console.
I know you're trying to stay on that right side, but use the whole screen if you could. write bigger letters so they can see it online too. Dr. Shaw.
And one concert. So after all, we got the word affliction, like we was afflicted in Egypt under harsh labor and bondage of the Egyptians, Matazari. So this word would be affliction, which is Tazarah. Tazarah. Tazarah.
You nice with that pen on that joint though.
I'm getting there.
I'm telling you, I ain't know that.
That should be just 2 letters, right? Tazarah.
The Tazah is 1 letter. I put
Right.
a little minus in the middle to show you that it's Tazah.
Oh, okay, so that's not Tazah.
Yeah, so
Okay,
it's Tazarah.
Tazarah.
And
And it's 3 letters.
matter of fact, let me write it over. So
It is 3 letters.
let me write it over so it won't misunderstand.
So,
Write the ancient on top. Write the ancient Assyrian too.
I don't want to.
You got Tazah, and you got the Ra and the Ha.
oh, okay, all right, okay. So Tazarah. So you got the Tazah, and then you got the Ra, and then you have to put the H at the end.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, that was, okay. So I had the first 2.
Come.
Tazah, so it gotta be the H at the end.
Tazah.
Ra.
That's what I messed up.
So you did that backwards, did you?
Huh?
The last 2 letters?
You got Tazah, Ra, and Ha. And like it goes, the Ra and the Ha goes together. So you got Tazah, Ra. Which means affliction. Like I said, like we was being afflicted under harsh labor and bondage of the Egyptians, which goes into Deuteronomy 28 and 68, where we will be bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. When nobody comes to save you and you still under the captivity of that nation or that people, that's affliction. Because guess what? They're not getting off their lazy behinds and work. They're going to work to get it. And that was a punishment from the Most High for us for breaking His law, statutes, and commandments. So we was afflicted under every nation, under every captivity known to man. So does everyone have that? Tazarah, meaning affliction. So after that, we got the word after. Like you're going after class, you might, just like after class, I might be going to the bar, or after class, after I'm going home, or I'm going after this so that I can get it and have it when I need it. So it's not before, but after. AFTR. So let me erase that. the word for after is a car ya. A car ya. A car ya.
Oh, okay, all right. So
Yeah.
I did do it. Okay, all right.
Yeah. That's me up there switching back and forth.
No, I didn't do it right. Car, yeah.
Car ya.
Here's the question.
So the ka and the ra
Car,
connects.
car. So car, if anything that sounds like car, it's the ladder.
The ladder.
If it's the ka, like kataza, it's the C with the V in it.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, that's why that mixed up.
No.
We got
Color, no. Kataza is with the,
Yeah.
with the
Kataza
With
is
the ladder.
the CHAA.
With the ladder.
So it will be ka and then taza. Ka taza.
you gotta even throw when you say the cut.
Ka.
Yeah.
You understand? The cut, the other cut is cut.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
soft.
okay, it's just cut.
Yeah, the soft.
The one with the ladder is a harder, rougher cut.
Yeah, guttural sound like
Kataza.
Kataza. So that's
Cause we so, we're in the captivity. So our brother might just say kataza, but we understand how to write it and how to recognize it when we see it in the Bible, though. You know what I mean? Don't get the actual ka and the ka confused. You understand? Don't get those confused. It's two different characters and it's two different sounds. You understand? Don't get those two confused.
So that's a, ha, ra, and ya in the ancient. In the Assyrian. And up top, right here, is the a, the ka, the ra, and the ya in the ancient. So it's a car, which ka and ra connects, and then you got ya. So a by itself, ka, ra connects, and then you got ya by itself, which is the word for after, a car ya.
A car, yeah. Really try to. We don't do it so much. You should do it more though. Try to emphasize that ka in it. You understand? Some brother may not understand what you're saying when you say it.
Exactly.
They might write it a different way. You know what I mean? Just because of the way you're saying it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's why I put the emphasis when I do like this.
Exactly.
With the car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Put a little off on that joint. You heard? Put a little off on it, so that you can
Differentiate.
That's the word.
Use an accent on it.
Put a little accent on the end on it, so you can know what it is and what it ain't. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So after the word after, which would be the word again. Like I'm doing this again for the second time, or what?
We still on the A words.
It's a lot of A words.
Let's get some other words in here.
Come on, go. All right.
We got another hour left.
I got a good one. For all you Hebrew scholars out there, does anybody know the word for blood?
No.
You'd be surprised what it is. All right, let me write it. Word for blood.
Now we're gonna hold up. We wanted to get somebody to sound it out in the room. Is it connected or not connected?
It's connected.
Put the connector on there. So we got the. Anybody know what these characters are?
Yeah.
Go ahead. The sister said it. Give it a sister hand.
Sound Christ.
It's a da and a ma. Now the da and the ma is connected, which means the A on the end of the ma is off. So it's going to be what? Dam. Which is blood in the ancient Hebrew. Which is in the Hebrew, I should say. Is dam or dama? Is dam? Okay.
So you got the da and the ma. But in the Syrian, when it's the ending, you got that box. That's for ma. So it's da, ma, or dam. And this should be an easy one because it's actually a couple of brother names. So Barak. Does anybody in the room or online know what the word Barak means? I mean, we say it when we greet each other.
What did you say? Barak.
Barak.
That's anybody know in the room? Yes, that's exactly what it is. Most time correct. Exactly what it is. Barakatah, which means bless you. Barakatah Yahweh, which is what? Anybody know? Most High.
Most High, Christ.
So Barakatah Yahweh, Wa, which means and, Yahweh Shai, which means Christ.
Exactly. You know, sometimes we say it real fast.
I'm ready to do the whole prayer. Wa Mayaka Allah, but do the whole that's the Lord's prayer, right?
All right. I mean, I'm an out Shabbat Shemani Kodash I.S.U.K. Yahanan Wakata Bahavar Tazaka. So, yeah, the most I give me low. Let's get Barak on the board, nice and big. All right, so everybody online can see. Come, sir. Nice and big. Use that whole screen. Review. Go to review. Review. Go up. Review. Starting all the way to the right. Starting. There you go. Now that's a cut right there. Right.
An attempt. That's an attempt. That's a Barak. Barak. The ra hit them connectors on there. Those connectors are very important. The ba is along, and the ra and the ka is connected, so it's Barak. And the end of the A off of the ka is off because the ra and the ka is connected. So it's Barak. Not Baraka, but Barak, which means blessed. Let's get that in the Assyrian as well, all right? So ba, the Ra, we got the cup. There you go.
Okay, cup. Ba, Ra, Ka, which is Barak, which means to bless, Barak. So, think about it, like Captain was saying, when I say Barak, meaning blessed, which means I'm saluting you. Like I'm asking the Most High to bless you, your family, your loved ones, the nation, towards another brother or sister of your lineage, of your nation, of your people. We don't bless heathens. The Most High bless heathens with payback. But we bless each other in peace. That's what these heathens don't get. The Most High is not with them, nor is he with anyone that goes against his word. There's no ending for the Con. You right? The water, sis. The water, sis. Sis Aqua was actually right. So I used the wrong ending, but see, she been studying. She definitely been studying. So you got Ba, Ra, and Ka, the K-A. And you got Barak. That long letter right there, it looks like a line, then it falls, is the K-A.
Yeah.
So Barak.
Right.
So you see the Kav there is from the ancient, the Kav, the word at the bottom, in the Syrian is the K-A. So that's the difference between them. So does anyone have that? I'll have for the pants.
He's texting.
No doubt. Passover coming up is going to be glorious. You get to see your brothers all from around the world, from the different states. It's a sight to behold. If you have never been to Passover, come to Passover. Commanding GEN.YAHANNA has done it more than once. Some brothers in here have done Passover more than once. It's an honor to present yourself in front of the Most High in Christ during that day where the Most High went ahead and saved us from the Egyptians, saved us from that hard labor bondage, to where the Most High let the death angel pass over us and killed all the firstborn of the Egyptians. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, SHALAM back. So, we got Barak right there, which means the Most High blesses us. He don't bless no other nation, because while we are his people, we are the nation that he chose according to Deuteronomy 7:6, Amos 3:1, and so on. The Most High is not dealing with any other nation. Isaiah 40:15-17, 2nd Ezra 6:54-56. The Most High is not dealing with no other nation but us. Why? Because he chose us from the foundation of the earth, from the foundation of the world. That's in Psalms. But back to the Hebrew, before I get in trouble for going over scripture breakdown. So we got the word Barak. Let's see. Another word that we can do is the word for blaze. And we have a brother named Wahab. Wahab means blaze. Like when you out there on the street teaching your people, and then, somebody who may be our people, but ain't getting the word of the Most High and try to contradict, but can't. So you just got blaze in order for him to get the point, but you still love that brother, even though you blaze it. We got to show that love to our people when we're speaking or when we teaching our scriptures. Even though we blazing, we still got to show that love, because that brother who may be in some type of religion or some type of other denomination, he's still our brother. So we can blaze, but we also got to learn how to heal that brother too. So let me get the word for lahab, which means to blaze. Which is lahab. 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 The word blaze, lahab. I'm getting better at this point. It turned out better than what I thought. So another word that we need to learn also is to build, which is banah, which means to build. Like the Most High in Christ, through commanding GEN.YAHANNA, is building a strong nation of kings and priests and princes and princesses. So the Most High is building a nation, a righteous nation, back unto himself. He chose us from the foundation. We got hard-headed. The Most High always sent a righteous man to come get us, save us, and build us back up. And that's what Commander GEN.YAHANNA is doing for us, for the I.S.U.P.K, for all Israelites, to be under him. Zephaniah 2:1, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. So Commander GEN.YAHANNA, through the Most High in Christ, is building up a nation to be strong again, to get from under these other nations and to separate, to make us meaning holy again. Holy does not mean sanctified, pure, or crystal clear, or no sin. Holy means to be separate, as like it say in Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power, which means we are separate people. So the Most High sent Commander GEN.YAHANNA to build that holiness back up within our people. Not no heathens, not somebody from another nation, but those of Negro, Indian, and Hispanic descent. And we're getting ready to get the word for build right now.
Pronounce it.
Banah.
Banah.
Banah. Not banana, but banah. Yeah.
That's two letters, right? Banah.
It's banah and ha.
Oh, with the H on that.
Nah, and ha. So you got the word build, which is banah in Hebrew. Then you got the ba, the na naha, and the na naha connects. And then you got the the Assyrian slot. You got the Assyrian, which is ba, na, and ha, which what makes up the word build, which is banah. I know a lot of brothers and sisters get ready to enjoy this word. Like if I'm going to pick up the telephone, I'm going to call a brother, like the scriptures say, for to do well and to communicate, forget not. Hebrews 13 chapter. It should be 13 and 16. It says, but to do well and to communicate, forget not, which means when you get in trouble or you're in a situation, call a brother. A brother will come and help. You will call GEN.YAHANNA to get counseling, to help you with your problems instead of handling it yourself and doing the wrong thing. So to do well and to communicate, forget not, for which such sacrifices thou art well pleased. The Most High is well pleased. So if you're in a situation, call your camp leader or someone over you to get the proper counseling and to handle the situation the right way instead of going in your own mind and doing what you think you want to do. So the word call is korah. Korah. Take this off. Korah.
Is that pronounced like Korah?
Allah.
Quara.
Korah.
Quara.
Like in the Hebrew, Korah,
Quara.
and it would be Korah, as in one word. So it's Q-A-R-A. Q-A-R-A. I'll show you. Mm-hmm. Wow. 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 So you have call, which is Korah, which is the ancient, which is Qua and Ra, and the Assyrian, which is Qua and Ra. Korah, which means the Most High had called you into his fold, or he has called you unto him to be a nation of kings and priests. The Most High has called you to be in this body of Yahushua. The Most High just don't call any old body. The Most High called those who are going to do this work and help build up this nation, which is Banah. Time check.
8:30.
What?